To come back to your portfolio, since we are talking 50 years, what's the best stock you've ever owned? Your all-time favorite stock?
Titan. I wear it on my hand.
Just because it's made you money. There's no other emotional attachment to any other stock?
Look at the company.
No, it's done superbly, phenomenally well. I thought it might be a close contest with Lupin, which is another stock which has made you a lot of money.
No, I think a stock in which I have emotion, this Karur Vysya Bank.
Karur Vysya Bank. Why? What's the story?
The story, look at the sheer performance. There's 21% compounded growth in profits for the last 10 years. Comes from a place nobody knows called Karur. It's not a small bank now. Its profitability is about $90 million. Growing at 20-25%. I'm owning it since 92, 93.
You haven't sold a single share?
I haven't sold. 94, it's now, 2010. I think it's an investment that's given me, I don't know how much, 1000% return.
In the listed space, one stock which really makes you angry that you bought that?
Infomedia.
Okay.
Because I sold it just about 6 months back.
I know.
Because, if you look at the stats, the special interest publication magazine in the market in America, the leadership in yellow pages. And I held the stock at least for 7-8 years.
8 years?
Oh, maybe 7 years at least, or 8 years. And then I sold it, maybe with some loss. So I think good industry, good positioning, but I never made money.
Okay, so got your favorite. You bought VIP recently. What attracted you to that story?
Well, the story is very much, it's a no-brainer in terms of growth. In travel, it dominates, right? I bought it, I started buying at 65 rupees. I thought the growth story, the margins, right, and when I started buying 65 rupees, it's now my average cost will not be more than about 120 rupees, or maybe less. It's at 8% yield if you take that price. It's a no-brainer according to me.
What do you think of banks? I mean, we've never spoken about that. It's a big industry. You've spoken once or twice about State Bank to me in the past. Are you bullish or bearish? Because it seems like the bellwether in the system right now.
See, I was very bullish on State Bank, but now I'm privatized, because I don't like a bank who can't provide for its bad debts. I mean, they're under-providing every quarter, and they need time from RBI to make 70% provision of... But having said that, State Bank is State Bank. But one thing, they may have a upside and upfront now, but over a medium time period, all of them will need capital. Which is one thing we know which will dilute returns.
You were speaking about government policy. I remember you telling me about IOC some 1.5 years back. Were you holding it from then? I mean, did it work out finally?
Yeah, I was holding some shares. I sold. I did not make much money. I made money after this decontrol. But this was inevitable. It has to happen. It was a no-brainer.
But you're out of it now. You don't.
Yeah, I'm out of it.
You made your money and you left. I mean, you don't think there's huge upside which has opened up after what the government did?
See, essentially the oil marketing companies were being paid entirely by the government. Only the payments were delayed. There was uncertainty, right? And there was liquidity problem. But that's what will be solved. It's not that the profit will go up. But because of the fact that it was an imperfect market, the value of the marketing networks are not being recognized. So now that will be recognized.